Hey guys, welcome to Death Moth Tarot. My name is Red and I want to thank you all for being here today. So we are doing a pick a card reading on what next in love. What do we need to focus on next? What do we need to do next? What needs our attention? What needs healed next in order to bring in a healthy love life, okay? So this will be more towards singles, but if you find yourself in a relationship or a connection, this still may resonate with you, okay? We have 3 options today. Pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. So take a second, pause the video. Timestamps will be linked below, so we will get started with pile number 1. Hey guys, if you chose pile number 1, then this is your reading. Today we are doing a pick a card reading on what is next in love. We're going to start with your tarot cards and then we will jump into some oracle. So let's see what is next in love for pile number 1. That was too many cards, but we did have, we'll take them both. The 3 of Swords in reverse come out and the Wheel of Fortune. Let me get one more to see in what context they are talking about. Ace of Swords, you're like, yeah, you already know. Okay, 3 of Swords. This is a card of, if this were upright, this is a card of betrayal. And you can literally see being stabbed in the back. Someone could have wronged you guys in the past. Someone could have really betrayed you, broke your heart, hurt you in the worst way possible. And that really ultimately shifted your outlook and your view on love, where you stood with love, what you wanted from love, if you wanted it at all. It completely shifted what you expected and what you wanted in your love life, okay, pile 1. And what we're seeing now, especially with these 2 side by side, we've got the Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Swords. What we're seeing now is that light bulb going off and the clarity and realization of you pulling yourself out of that negative viewpoint and realizing, okay, this is not it for me. There has to be more. I cannot settle into this. This is not what I want for myself. Like, I can tell myself, oh, I'm disappointed, or oh, it's the same thing. I keep meeting the same people, different face. You can tell yourself that, but the slightest bit of you, smallest bit of you, still deep down is hopeful for love and something that is genuine and true, okay, pile 1. So this is you realizing, okay, yeah, things have gotten a little messy in the past. And matter of fact, everything that I went through, it is being validated. Like, absolutely, you were stabbed in the back, you were betrayed, you were hurt, and it definitely left its mark on you. But that mark was not big enough to completely ruin your love life, let's say, pile 1, okay? So you guys are realizing, like, okay, enough is enough. I have got to try something new, or I've got to pull myself out of this because I want to see something different and I want different results with that Wheel of Fortune, okay? So turning over a new leaf, putting yourself back out there, or at least realizing that, okay, maybe I am ready to think about trying anything new in my love life because of how bad my past was. You've really got to talk yourself up in this, let's say. We have the 2 of Pentacles. So talking yourself up, that's why, because you guys are on this seesaw, you know, going back and forth, this juggling act of, I don't want love, I want love. I don't want love, I want love. Part of that Ace of Swords is the clarity, making a clear decision. So jumping off that seesaw and no longer going back and forth. You can't play both sides with this, okay? Because that energy is confusing the universe. They don't know what to give you. Universe does not know what to give you because you haven't technically made a decision yet. You just know and are aware of the fact that, okay, I am on this seesaw in the first place. I didn't have to just tell you about this seesaw. That is what you were gaining clarity about, okay, pile 1. But now you have to take that Ace of Swords and take it to the next step of, now I see where I need to adjust some things. So now I need to apply it, okay? So making a decision is how you can apply it. Making a decision of, am I fully ready to move forward in my love life, or do I want to still take a step back and focus on me for a little bit, okay? We have the Strength card. I feel like some of you guys, majority of you guys are telling me, actually, they literally spelled out majority. The majority of you guys actually will be choosing to focus on yourself because you do feel like you do have some trauma and some more dragons to slay, let's say, in regards to your previous relationship, or you guys know and are aware, again, being realistic with yourselves and aware of yourself, which is great, pile one, by the way. This is good. This is good, okay? But you guys knowing yourself well enough to know, I am wanting more in my love life, but the reason I'm not able to fully step into that is because I know I still have a few things that I want to accomplish or to heal within myself, let me say, okay? Regaining my own strength, my own confidence, my own power back first, because you guys were knocked down previously, pile one, okay? So this is you deciding, I think I want to wait a little bit longer possibly and get myself fully prepared, so that way there is no hesitation. And when I come back, honey, when I come back, this is a very prominent energy, okay? Now, for the smaller few of you, the ones that will be deciding, okay, I want to put myself back out there now, I'm ready now. You guys, with this Strength card, this is talking about fully feeling strong, okay? So if you are feeling in certain areas that you may be vulnerable, or you may, I don't want to say weak, but you may feel like are soft spots, let's say, considering the things that you have been through. That's why they are soft spots now from the past, okay? So if you do feel like you have some little vulnerabilities, this is Spirit reiterating and letting you know that those little areas will be something that you need to focus on when moving forward and dating, okay? Because if it is a vulnerability, yes, it is good to be vulnerable, but vulnerability is also an attack point if you think of it in that way. Not that you need to be defensive, but you should still be protective, okay? Sorry, I had to get a drink. But that dragon could easily be a new possible potential dating partner. You don't know. So you need to be on your P's and Q's. Make sure, you know, you're being safe. Make sure you're protecting your energy. Make sure that you are, when you're putting yourself out there, you're not putting a barrier up around yourself per se, but you're not letting just anything in either, okay? Because what I do have within me is worth protecting. I can't let the next Joe, whoever this guy may be, I can't let him just come in and find a spot to even attack, let me say, okay? So that is for a very small few of you, but if you are getting back out there sooner than later, please be safe, be cautious, you know what I mean? Be aware of the energy around you. And I'm not saying like in a physical safety, but that too, of course, if you're a woman, you know how it is in 2022, you always have to be safe. But protect your energy. And if something feels off about a potential partner, or you know, when you're out on a date, if something feels off, or you just feel like you don't really, like you shouldn't be there, you know, say if you're at a bar or a restaurant and you're just like, something is off, like, I don't think I should be here. Go, leave, okay? Because you shouldn't. This is letting you know that, like, even though you are stepping into your power, it doesn't mean you won't face a few dragons along the way, okay? Bottom of the deck, we have the King of Pentacles. So this is Earth energy. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, okay? Earth energy. This is a, if you're talking about a person and personality type, then this is a very grounded energy. This is a person who knows what they want and actively, steadily works towards it, okay? This is a solid energy. This is someone who is here for the long haul. One, okay? So if this isn't someone that you have already crossed paths with, this is the energy that you are working on attracting, because it may not be anywhere near what you were receiving in the past, okay, pile one? So focus on, what energy am I attracting? What type of partners, or, you know, what type of dates am I even going on? What type of people am I going on dates with? You know, what are their interests? What do they do on a day-to-day? You know, what is important to them? Think about all the little things. You know, if you go on a date and they're sitting right across from you, actually listen to all of the things that they're saying. And honestly, you may need to read between the lines with this Ace of Swords. You may need to read between the lines. But would you rather pay a little extra attention and get all the information you need on date 1, or wait and find out on date 3? You know what I mean? It's all about listening and paying attention to the energy that you are drawing in. That way you know where to adjust, okay? Or what you will accept, what you won't accept, and see if it is close or in alignment with this King of Pentacles energy that you are overall wanting for yourself and what makes the most sense for you, pile 1, okay? Yeah, we'll do these. Actually, yeah, we'll do these. Sorry, I'm switching decks. I was over here contemplating, like, I pulled out multiple decks today because I was not sure where we were going with this. And they said romance. Okay. Past life relationship. You have known each other before. Okay. That flipped out with this. Keep an open mind. Okay. Based off of past relationships. Same phase, or, you know, new phase, same things. Like I said earlier. You're going through the same things, new faces. Like you guys are in this routine of meeting the same types of people. It's also letting you know if you do immediately see those repetitive signs, that lets you know right then and there. Don't keep testing the waters. Immediately, like, cancel it out and be done with it, okay? Enough is enough. We're not going to repeat that cycle anymore. But this can also, because there, yeah, something like they always has her scythe, but these scythes are really sticking out to me. And then there's these swords, this betrayal, past life relationship, keeping an open mind. How can you keep an open mind, and an optimistic open mind at that, if there is any type of baggage at all? So cord cutting, energy clearing, cleansing, salt baths, white candles, Palo Santo and sage, if that resonates with you. Everybody has their own opinion. Whatever works for you, pile 1, okay? But you guys do need to do a little bit of energy cleansing, specifically the heart chakra, sacral chakra, solar chakra, and root chakra. Let's be real, you might as well do them all at this point. But with relationships, they do, especially if they've left their mark. Relationships long-term do tend to tap into from the root to the heart chakra. Okay, and even the throat chakra. Everybody's different, but at least minimum root to heart chakra is absolutely affected. Okay, that is why there is energy clearing needed before moving forward, being able to keep an optimistic outlook on love, turning a new leaf with the Wheel of Fortune. You get what I'm saying? Seeing clearly when moving forward, so that you don't repeat the same cycles anymore. That Wheel of Fortune came out upright, not reverse. We're done. We're not about to keep singing the same song, okay? Calling in my soulmate, exactly why they're preparing you for this. You need to get yourself ready to accept this King of Pentacles, okay, pile 1? Whether that King of Pentacles is masculine or feminine, regardless, that is a solid energy, okay? We all carry masculine and feminine energy. Passion, more passionate love. This in the traditional Rider-Waite definition, it is a card of lust as well. So passion, strength, lust, it is a root and sacral chakra energy, which we just were talking about. So again, make sure you are cleansing those chakras, and I will keep it at chakras because this is a PG channel, but we are grown. Okay, you see the red and the orange, you know what's going on. Okay, you know what's going on. They are preparing you in all aspects, pile 1. Okay, let go of control issues, allow the situation to unfold naturally. If this were in reverse, that can be a very controlling, dominant energy. You guys could be feminine and carry dominant energy. You could be masculine and carry dominant energy. But there's a huge difference between being dominant and overbearing, or overwhelming, or controlling, okay? With this, they are saying the more controlling and eager and forceful you are about attracting this energy, the more you push it away. Think of putting two negative sides of magnets together. You know what that feels like. Think about that, and a physical reality representation of it, though. You and your partner, or future partner, I mean. pushing each other away because you're forcing it, you're rushing it, you're not preparing and doing the extra little steps in between that need to be taken care of. You get what I'm saying? You need to fully step into a new energy when it comes to being open and optimistic in the first place. But before even doing so, you need to do cleansing. You get what I'm saying? So you can't expect your lover to come in next week, you know, if you're not fully energetically prepared for it. As soon as you are energetically prepared for it, the faster the universe can give it to you. Your ancestors, your guides, your angels, they'll bless you the faster that the work is done that needs to be done. You get what I'm saying? So, of course, if we could have things on our terms, always, that would be beautiful. It'd be great. But unfortunately, that is not how life works. And they are letting you know, be as open as possible. Let things flow. You know, let there be ease. Let there be ease. Think of graceful energy. Okay, let it flow to you. Don't fight it. Be in alignment with it. Allow it to happen. Be optimistic. Okay, shake off the old so that way you're not carrying any extra weight moving forward. I want to go into this as lighthearted as possible. Okay. Bottom of the deck, reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. Okay, so for a few of you, there may be an earth sign or this type of King of Pentacles energy returning back to your life. That is up to you if you decide to take them back. But I don't see that as their energy being in alignment with where you're going, where you're moving forward to, okay? If anything, I do see you meeting a more evolved energy, a more evolved earth energy, masculine earth energy, okay? Beyond what you were previously dealing with. So if you do like that masculine dominant earth energy type, regardless of how that applies to you, you get what I'm saying? If that is what you like, imagine a more evolved version, a more grounded version of that, okay? A more mature version of that, because I feel like you guys were dealing with someone who was very immature before. Even if you're not physically older than your ex, you guys are further ahead, much more advanced mentally and emotionally than what they were. So it was a much different dynamic, regardless of if there was an age gap or not, okay? But this is a more mature, leveled energy that sees eye to eye with you, okay? Let's get you guys some more oracle. Okay. We had 2 on the floor, so I'm going to take them both, though. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new possibilities and opportunities for your life. I read that backwards. But imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, clearing out this darker aspect, the black side of this Wheel of Fortune, clearing it out so that way we can keep that wheel turning clockwise and not counterclockwise. Okay, pile 1, we're moving forward, not backwards. So in moving forward, we need to be as cleansed and pure with this white cloak as possible, okay? So imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light. Anything from the past that you want to release, they're letting you know that you can simply do that from the thoughts and the words that you speak. Writing, again, I talked about this in my last video, okay, about the subconscious. Again, scripting is very, very prominent in some of my videos lately. That is a starting point for a lot of you. That is something that you could do to help with that cord cutting, okay? I release all ties to so and so, X, Y, and Z, and so on and so forth. But these are things you can do, okay? If you want to burn it at the end, cool, just be safe. You don't have to burn it, but hey, okay? Do what you need to do to clear this energy out, okay? Underneath that, we had, when you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. Exactly. That is that light bulb going off. As much as I want to hide myself, as much as I am turned off by dating, as much as I am tired, ultimately, life is extremely short. Life is painful, but life is extremely beautiful. You know, we don't have as much time here. So we don't have that much time here. So if I could choose now to find my partner and love them as long as possible, of course I would choose to do so. You get what I'm saying? That is that light bulb going off for you. Yeah, I'm hurt. Yeah, was hurt in the past. Yeah, maybe a little bit, not jaded, but a little jaded. Okay. I'm a little off put by dating right now, or just the thought of meeting a new person. Okay. Ultimately, life is too short to delay anything. Life is too short. Why delay it? Like, yeah, you're tired. Okay, so what can we do to fix it? So that way you stop attracting the same things that are making you exhausted. Okay, what can we do to fix it? Okay, I'm going to build myself up. I'm going to do some cord cutting and cleansing. And I'm going to decide, am I ready now, or do I want to take a little bit of a longer break for me? And then when I'm done with that, then I'll rejoin. Okay? This one was being difficult. Embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. Okay, pile one. Ultimately, it's been a little bit difficult for you to step forward. But when you do finally step forward and you do meet this earth energy, you guys have a missing piece in each other's lives. So it's almost like you have almost everything else but love, each of you, or a significant other, or someone that you feel supported by, let me say, okay? I feel like there's that puzzle piece missing and there's that puzzle piece missing. But when you put them both together, they fit perfectly. Does that make sense? Like, it comes down to just more than simply a physical embrace. This is more so on a day-to-day level, a routine. The things that you do, everything. It comes down to every part of your day and your life is what I'm saying. It's almost like both of your daily routines, even your jobs and what you do, what you focus on in a day to day, I mean, they align perfectly. So it's almost like you'll meet this person and you guys will start talking about things and like, oh, you want to go do this, or do you want to see me on this day? Are you available this day? Da, 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 da. And it always meshes up. It always is in alignment. It always makes sense. It always works out. Does that make sense? You always have time to see each other. You'll always have time to do things. You always have a good time. You're always comfortable around each other, okay? You always feel supported around each other. There's always a balance, and whatever you felt was lacking previously will be fulfilled. Okay, pile one? Under the deck, we have transformation. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things, okay? Let's get you some tea leaf cards. Your love life is transforming, pile one. That was exciting. You guys got to get out of your box. You guys have got to open up, do some releasing, and make sure you're ready, of course. Like I said, if you guys are the ones that are taking the break, take your break. But I'm saying after the break, when you are ready, they're giving you a little bit of a hint into the future, let's say. They're letting you know that when you do get back out there, it's going to be well worth it, okay? We have needle and thread. A sincere wish will be granted. And then we had another card flip. You will be receiving or giving a special gift or precious gift. We'll leave it at that. Gift giving may be one of their love languages with this King of Pentacles as well. Gift giving. Or it may be one of yours. But if it is yours, that is something that they will be okay with. Key, successful outcome to your problems. That key, that puzzle piece. That is that puzzle piece. Get back to the basics. This is with the deck. You will receive a gift. Okay, you guys are getting a gift. This is a gift giver. Go right on ahead, pile one. I know that's right. Candle, you will be shown the way. Okay. You guys along the way may feel a little thrown off or unsure of what to do when moving forward. When you actually do meet this person, you will be meeting this person. They will be courting you. And you will be getting... let's just say you'll be getting the good end of the stick. You'll be getting quite the good. the good. Let's just leave it at that. I don't want to talk about too much materialistic things on my channel. I'm not really one of those type of people, but this is giving me energy of someone who likes to give material things or is interested in material things as well. So if he's interested in material things or she is interested in material things, they're going to make sure that you have those same things that they have, okay? If I got it, you got it. Feather, someone you know is undependable or sincere. So that is for those people I was talking about with that dragon. It's the very second you feel it's insincere, it's insincere. The very second you feel that something is off with someone, leave it alone, because it's too much craziness going on these days. There's too much craziness going on in the world to even sit around and guess and find out. And we don't have time for that these days, okay? So if anyone feels insincere or just off-putting, or even their intentions aren't in alignment, or they just, say you're looking for something long-term. They're like, oh, I just want to, friends with benefits, or I just want something temporary, something short-term. Well, clearly, why would you keep testing the waters when, that's the answer right there? That's not something that's dependable. So therefore, I shouldn't keep investing in it. Forces working against you. Those of you with that X, you literally need to axe out the X energy, axe out that energy, cut that cord, okay? It is hindering you in the absolute worst way, but you will be attracting a more evolved version of the earth energy that you do prefer, okay? They are gift givers. They may be materialistic, but I'm not getting it in an overwhelming way, okay? They, like I said, if I have it, you have it. They want to take care of you if they're going to take care of themselves, okay? I don't mean they're going to pay every bill under the sun, but I'm saying a little gift here and there won't hurt anybody. Okay, pile one. So I hope that resonated with you. Keep me posted in the comments, and if there's anything you guys want to see in the future, just go ahead and drop that below, and I pay attention to all of the comments. I will see it, I promise. So hope it resonated. I will see you guys soon. Bye-bye. Hey guys, if you chose pile 2, then this is your reading. Today we are doing a pick a card reading on what is next in love. I'm going to start with your tarot cards, and then we'll get some oracle going. First one out is the Empress in reverse. We have the Five of Pentacles. Sorry, they're being a little difficult today, and I can see why. We have the Knight of Swords in reverse. Okay, guys, pile 2. We're going to jump right on in. Off the bat with that Empress in reverse and that Five of Pentacles, I am seeing that you guys aren't feeling the most confident moving forward in your love life. So maybe you weren't even really thinking about your love life or open to, your love life or starting something new. With that Five of Pentacles, that really talks about not feeling supported, not feeling financially supported also, because it is the Pentacle. It does talk about material things. It could be talking about not feeling, okay, so this is split. This is a split message. For some of you, you guys may be feeling financially burdened and feel like you're not quite there, like you don't quite have enough, therefore you have not been able to confidently move forward in your love life because you're like, I have better things to be focusing on right now, or like my priorities are on my finances and my stability right now to where I cannot divert that energy in any shape or form, okay? For the other half of you, you guys may be feeling unsupported and unseen, okay? Unseen, unsupported, unheard, especially with that Knight of Swords, unable to move forward confidently because what you are coming across, the people you are crossing paths with, and this could be friends even too, okay? This could be an overall aspect I'm getting in general with you guys. It is mostly your love life, but this does pertain to your friendships too. You guys are not supported in the same way that you guys offer support. And of course, we cannot expect the same love and support that we give. But I mean, there's a huge gap between the love that you have to offer and what you were previously receiving. And honestly, it did make you feel less than. It did put a damper on your mood, absolutely. It made you feel like, am I not enough? Am I not adequate enough? What am I missing? No matter how much I give, it's not received properly or appreciated, and therefore I feel like you guys tend to give more, and then still it's overlooked, and therefore by the end of it all, you're empty. You know, I have nothing left to give at this point. It's too many cards, sorry guys. But I see that you guys don't even, you weren't previously, before this, we'll get into the rest, but you previously weren't even seeing dating as an option because either A, finances were a little tight and your priorities were elsewhere. Granted, that's great, okay? But for the rest of you too, you were like almost giving up on it because you were not being supported properly and given the same love, or even close to the same love as what you were offering, okay? And we have the Ace of Cups in reverse. Exactly. You guys overgave so much to the point where you didn't have a cup. The Empress's cup was empty. She didn't have anything left to give. Masculine or feminine, it doesn't matter. She had nothing left to give. We have the Seven of Pentacles. Not being able to invest any emotional energy. You guys knew that you guys were not in a healthy spot, or are currently not in a healthy spot to invest into anything healthy, anything that will be reciprocated properly, anything that will have any type of longevity to it. There will be no longevity to whatever you have to offer right now because you feel like you can't fully show up for a relationship or a lover or yourself, you know? So this does have a brief message close to pile one, very brief message, but you guys need to be able to rebuild yourself first. And we do have this Ace of Pentacles. You guys have two aces. This Eight of Pentacles, giving yourself a new opportunity. You need to give yourself a new lease at love, for yourself, for those around you, inviting in new friendships, even new love, new friendships. But I'm saying you need to change the trajectory of where your love life is headed. If you are feeling like you are meeting the same people, just different faces, same tendencies, the same inadequacy when it comes to the love that is being reciprocated, okay? You're meeting these same types of energy. Now we have got to shift. I have to move where I am currently going, because where I'm going, I am receiving the same things, okay? So I have got to choose a different path, different type of people, a different energy, a different environment even, okay? I cannot keep accepting the things that I was previously accepting, because I'm going to keep getting those same results and it's not working for me. And ultimately, I will be the one that keeps getting stepped on, okay? We do, wow, we have the Ace of Swords in reverse. You guys have three aces. You guys are hiding from it. I think you guys are hiding from the past and hiding from the traumas that you will have to face and rebuilding yourself. I feel like this is work that ultimately you don't want to do, and I'm going to keep it real with you guys. This is work you don't really want to have to face right now, because I feel like it will be painful for you. And I feel like you guys end up pointing the finger at yourself more than not, okay? Stop beating yourself up. What happens to you is not a complete and absolute result of who you are. It's not because of you. It's what people choose to do to you, because sometimes there are just crappy people out there, okay? There are quite a few people who just genuinely do not care about other people's feelings, their thoughts, their emotions, their life. There are so many people who disregard all of it and absolutely could care less. They do not care, okay? And that's just a sad reality. And then you have the people who care too much. And I don't mean that in a negative way. I am one of those people who cares too much. I am a Cancer Venus, for Christ's sake, okay? I feel like you guys happen to be one of those who has just a ginormous heart that happens to keep getting stepped on, okay? I can be strong and still be soft with this Empress. I can be strong and soft and still be genuine and still be kind and still have a big heart. I just have to be cautious of what I'm attracting and who I'm allowing into my energy now. Okay. that is going to make a huge difference in your dating life, pile 2. Because I feel like you guys were really beating yourself up for something that wasn't your fault or wasn't entirely your fault, okay? Like I said, there are just crappy people out there. That doesn't mean you shut yourself completely down and deny yourself of the highest vibrational energy that there is out there because Timmy decided to be a jerk on Tuesday at 9 a.m. Okay? Absolutely not. No. We have passion. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. Turning that Empress upright. Turning your frown upside down. I heard in my head. Oh my God. Turning your frown upside down, pile 2. Getting back in your energy. Pulling yourself back up. If you're not receiving that support from those around you, okay, I'll be my own support. I'll help myself up. Thank you. I don't need any help. Okay, getting back in your confident energy. Deciding that this is not what I want for myself and this is not my reality. I know that there's more out there for me, and I know that when I am in my energy, okay, I am magnetic and seductive. When you are in your feminine energy, when I am feeling good, you know, confident, courageous, just feeling like myself, I am most definitely magnetic and seductive, okay, pile 2. So pulling yourself out of that rut and fully stepping back into that energy, okay? However that applies for you, everyone will have a different technique for how they are able to elevate and uplift their energy, okay? But whatever makes sense for you, whether that is self-care, getting, like I said, literally getting outside and rejoining the world in some of my previous videos, allowing yourself to be social, you know, giving yourself the space and opportunity and the environment to even thrive in that energy, okay? But you guys are magnetic and you guys do have a very attractive energy about yourself. It's more so just realigning it, okay? When you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. This came out in pile 1, 2. Alrighty. Ultimately, this is what I said in pile 1, 2. Regardless of how hurt you have been or what you have gone through or what has been done to you, what has happened to you, you guys know that yes, it may have hurt, and yes, I may have needed my downtime. Yes, I may have needed time to heal, but ultimately, I know life is too short to not experience love. Not experience love, period. But at that, if I could have the choice and opportunity to find my partner or a partner and love them as long as possible, I would like to do so sooner rather than later, okay? That is you coming to that realization, and also a reminder, you know, yes, it is okay to go through these feelings, but it is not okay to dwell in them, because at the same time, like, yes, we have time, but we don't have time to waste. We have time, but we don't have time, okay? So, not that there is a rush on this. Yes, we are tapping into possibly the next 30 days, but they're saying for you to quickly realign yourself and open yourself back up to love. You need to realign your own energy and elevate your own confidence, okay, pile 2. But ultimately, it's not worth staying in a lower vibration, and you know this. At the end of the day, life is too short to not be happy and satisfied and feel loved and supported, okay? So yes, I was not receiving that in the past, but I want to give myself the opportunity to receive that in the future, okay? And we have, look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way, okay? So what exactly? There has to be a common denominator, or maybe there's a few of them, but there is a common denominator that multiple people or relationships or connections, even family possibly, in which they're all doing the same things, or they're all not supporting you in the same aspect, okay? So it could be traits and characteristics within the people. It could be a specific thing that they're doing to you, or say they all invalidate your emotions and feelings, or things like that. But regardless, it's a common thing. They're all doing something similar. That is something that you need to identify, and that is where you start. Let's say they don't appreciate the heart and the love that I have to give, okay? They don't appreciate it. Well then, yes, you can give a little less in a healthy way, but ultimately I will then pick and choose who I decide to give that energy to, rather than giving it to every every single person I cross paths with. And I don't mean being, you know, nasty and rude and like being in a negative energy. Like, no, I mean over giving. I will no longer over give. I can stay in my element and my energy. I can still be a nice, genuine person, a kind person, but I do not need to overspill off rip. Okay, that's just an example, but there is a common theme around where you're feeling unsupported by your connections and what people are doing to you, or how they are reacting and responding to the things you are doing or offering them, let's say. Okay, you need to start there and identify it. You're missing a piece. Okay, and that's going to help you know where to shift and what to do moving forward in your love life. Bottom of the deck, we have power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. So, knowing your worth and your value and not accepting anything less and actually following through with it. It's cool and dandy to say, but actually following through, practicing what you preach. You can say that I have the right to say no. If I don't want to accept this, then I don't have to accept it. Okay, well, when the time comes, make sure you're not accepting it. You get what I'm saying? You need to stick to your guns, pile 2. When you identify this common denominator that applies to relationships and friendships, okay, make sure that moving forward that you're not accepting that same lack of support. Okay, you have to stand in your power with that. We already had 2 out. I'll take them. They jumped straight out. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. And romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Okay, pay attention to red flags. When you do see things that you want to say no to, make sure you are saying no. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. They are not worth shutting down, shutting off, secluding yourself and withdrawing yourself because others have made you feel inadequate or unappreciated. Okay, what you have to offer in love is real and worth exploring. Just because other people couldn't match that does not mean it's not worth continuously exploring. It just means that you have a bar and you have set it high and you need to keep it high. Okay? We have let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. So, some of you, I know that was just a love reading, but they are also talking about friendships and they just spelled friends out. You guys have a friend or someone that is closer to you than you may think, that is actually on more of a energetic level and in more alignment with you, let me say. They are more supportive and understanding than what you may think. And that is someone that you need to be connecting to and getting closer to, and actually building a relationship with people like that who actually see you. People who actually see you, pile 2, okay, when it comes to friendships. But also, when it does come to dating, if there are things that the person you are dating or seeing and someone that you were already interested in or were previously, whatever it may be, however this applies to you, it will be different for everyone. But if you feel that you need something, or that this person, and it's not in a bad way, but you feel like they're not giving you something that you need, then communicate that with that person and it gives them an opportunity to fix it, okay? And if they don't fix it, that gives you all the information that you need, pile 2. But you need to speak up, okay? If there's something that you need, closed mouths don't get fed, okay? You need to be able to say these things to family, to friends, to lovers, however it applies. If you need something, say something. And if they don't adjust, and of course, if it's within reason, but if they can't meet you halfway, let me say, then that lets you know all you need to know about that connection and where you stand, okay? Of course, within reason, okay? Let go of control issues. Again, pile 1. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Okay, so you guys may be trying to control everything by being like, okay, I'm not going to put myself out there. And when I do put myself out there, this is how it's going to go. Spirit doesn't work like that. Spirit does not work like that. They want you to readjust your energy and get yourself back into that magnetic energy, the attractive, seductive energy. Get yourself feeling good and opening you back up again, pile 2. And then stay receptive. That's what they need you to do. They don't need you to call the shots. Of course, set the bar and you have your standards. But you don't need to have the next plan. You don't need A through Z. They're not going to give you how everything's going to go, and you're not going to be able to make every little decision. There's going to be some things that are just thrown in there out of nowhere, and they're expecting you to be ready to handle that, okay? If they threw the love of your life or your soulmate or the one, if you believe in that, in your face right now, today, could you genuinely say that you would be ready for it energetically? Could you? Okay, so with that being said, then that is what you need to be focused on, because once you are at an energetic level, they're already saying that you are an attractive, and I'm not talking physically, of course. Yes, this is an attractive pile with this Empress energy, but energetically, you guys are a magnet. They're going to be able to make something shake for you as long as you're ready. So get ready. Okay, and stay ready, and then stay ready so you don't have to get ready, pile 2. Okay, bottom of the deck, we have unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. This was in reverse. I don't usually read these in reverse, but I wanted to read it as is. You guys are expecting the bare minimum. You guys are expecting to not meet anybody of quality, and that energy is what is tainting the quality of the people that you are crossing paths with, if you're even crossing paths with anyone at all. Okay, your outlook, back to your outlook on dating, staying optimistic and open-minded, pile 2. That is really going to hinder your manifestation, because ultimately they're saying you are capable of manifesting. Okay, a long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser in the end. Yeah, relationship hiccups and trauma and the negative parts of dating are things, of course, we don't want to face. We don't want to go through those things. And if we had the choice, we wouldn't go through them. But ultimately, they do leave us wiser in the end. And then moving forward, once we have healed and we have given ourselves some solitude and some peace and quiet, some time to think and breathe, when we do rejoin the dating world, we are prepared. We are ready. And we do know what we want, what we don't want. When we do see those red flags, we immediately do leave, because you have the right to say no or walk away at any time. It was preparing you for this. We can't give you the best of the best if you're not ready, because then it will ultimately be sabotaged, pile 2. Okay? You don't want to sabotage a good thing. You don't. So, next in love for you would be focusing on getting yourself in the right energy to attract the best love possible. Okay? Because this was all meant to happen for a reason. Beware of great pride. The Empress in reverse can talk about that in a sense. The flip side of it can be someone who is very cocky, very egotistical, and very full of themselves. Okay, that is the overly confident. Let's say there's confident, and then there is full of yourself. They're saying you can be very beautiful like the peacock. You can be very much so vibrant and stand in your beauty and your light and your power without being prideful and with your nose in the air. Okay, being open, receptive, being kind, being genuine, and strong. None of that has anything to do with being prideful, though, or in a looking down upon others way, let's say, or thinking that you may be better than others. Not that you do, but these are all things to look out for. You know, maybe there was a lack of confidence for some of you, and then there could be an overflow of confidence to where we're like, okay, I have to check both of these. I have to keep them both in balance, you know? Fan. Romance, celebration, party. Okay, you guys will be getting back out once you are ready. Give yourself some time, give yourself a break, and when you are ready, get up, get dressed, and get out. Okay? Get out. You guys will be seen again with that magnetic energy, but you guys will have some literal fans for this card literally means fans for me. They've given me that message. When you are out and when you are making yourself available outside socially, because you can't really meet the love of your life on your couch. I mean, you can, but you can't, whatever. Anyways, when you are making yourself accessible publicly, you will be seen, very much so. So make sure you're seen in the best light possible. Make sure you're not coming off too cocky or prideful, because that can be an off-putting energy. Whereas before you were magnetic, and now that is something that can be repellent, let's say. Okay? Arrow, you are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. So I feel like this is talking about you guys were on the right path in other areas of your life, and this is the area of your life that is causing an imbalance for you. Okay, this is the area of your life that needs some recalibration. I feel like you guys may be the type of people, this pile specifically, you guys are the ones who have work down pat. You don't need help with that. You know, you have your daily routine, and you know what to do on a day-to-day. You have your life part of the your life aspect sorted and figured out. But when it comes to your love and your connections, you're like, I'm over it. I have no idea what to do. I have dealt with the most. I don't even want to try again. You know, we have staff. You will be taken care of in difficult. It was difficult to say difficult. You will be taken care of in difficult times, pile 2. This is something that you need, because you do have everything else and you're lacking something. Okay, so because you're the pile that I don't need to really tell you anything, you know what to do with your day-to-day life. You go to work, you pay your bills, you have a routine, you stick to it, you're consistent, you're good, you're stable. And with that being said, you will be taken care of in difficult times, and you're able to move some energy away from all of the other things that are already stable and secure, and pour that energy back into yourself. So time management, moving around some things, shifting some time and some energy around for yourself, so that way you're able to give back to yourself more, and also without feeling guilty about it. Okay, I just got an intuitive message of guilt. Some of you guys may feel guilty redirecting some of your time and energy. Some of you guys may be mothers. I am a mother. I know sometimes I feel guilty when I take the slightest 10 minutes of the day to focus on me, Lord forbid. You know what I mean? So don't feel guilty taking care of yourself and having to rearrange some things and readjust your time slots in the day, so that way you make sure you have a time slot too. Everybody else gets a time slot but you, or everything else. You know, you have to make sure you're not depriving yourself and neglecting yourself. Desk, pay attention to your work. You've done that. Maybe you guys have a vanity. Maybe you guys have a station where you like to get dolled up and get situated at. I know I do. And when it's a mess, or when it's not organized how I prefer it, it drives me crazy, and I don't even want to use it at all. So maybe you guys need to set up a little station for you guys. I know this is like a very small side message for a few of you, but if you do have a vanity or a little area to where you like to beautify yourself, let's say, set it up, energize it, feed it, sit there, spend time there. You get what I'm saying? Think of that as your beauty altar in a sense, okay? That your vanity, think of that, your beautifying area. Think of that as your beauty and self-love altar, and feed energy into that in yourself when doing so, okay? Because you have paid enough time to your work. You have paid enough. That's what, Box, you will receive a gift. Some of you, side note, will be receiving a gift. Gift to yourself. Maybe you guys want to gift yourself something, because this is a lot about self-love and preparing yourself for someone new, and I don't see a specific someone, okay? We have Fox, shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business, okay? So something about, I know that, again, this is a love reading, but they're letting you know, again, moving energy and time around. When doing so, this is a side message, when you are moving energy and time around, so that way you are making more time available for yourself and future dating, there's something that you're currently doing in your business, your work, your job, or something in which you're able to, or you will be able to, moving forward now. They want you to know that you can take something in which you were pouring a lot of time in and getting a certain amount of money for it, and you'll be able to lessen the time and still get either the same amount or more, okay? So there's something about doing something less and still receiving the same or gaining more, okay? But it's all a trick. It's being clever. You got to think outside the box. You got to be resourceful. You got to think about what you have around you with that Fox card, okay? But it talks about taking your workload from being this and shortening it and still getting the same result or the same outcome, if not more. So therefore, you're taking half that time of that workload and putting that half into that Empress. Okay, so I hope that resonated with you guys. I know this was supposed to be a love, what's coming next in love, but what's coming next in love for you, pile 2, is self-love. And that is ultimately the most important, okay? You guys are magnetic and attractive. It's not going to take you long. What's going to take you the longest is getting yourself back ready and prepared and feeling good about yourself, okay? I want to show you guys this. Getting back into this energy and sitting on your throne, okay? And once you are there, you will have prospects. Okay, pile 2. So I hope this resonated with you. Thank you so much for being here. If you have any video suggestions, please don't hesitate to drop them in the comment section. I do read every comment and do respond, so I promise I will see it. Thank you for being here again. I appreciate your support, and I will be back soon. Bye-bye. Hey guys, if you chose pile 3, then this is your reading. Today we are doing a pick a card reading on what is next in love. We're going to start with your tarot cards first, and then we will jump into your oracle. What's next in love for pile 3? Okay. We have the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. We have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, and then stuck to it, 10 of Pentacles, and then the 10 of Wands, in reverse. 2 10s in reverse, and the 7 of Pentacles. Let me get one more. Alrighty, yeah, we have the 9 of Swords, and stuck to that one was the 5 of Swords. Okay. Whew. Pile 3, this is a little heavy. So, again, of course, we wanted to see what was next in love, but Spirit will always keep it 100% truthful with you guys. Pile 3, you guys have not been wanting to invest in your love life whatsoever, but you guys is honestly seems to be the heaviest of the 3 piles because of the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Wands as well. You guys have been extremely overwhelmed with your outside world and the outside life, everything else that has to do with your life besides love, okay? Everything outside of love is extremely overwhelming and overbearing for you guys at the moment, and it honestly probably has been for a long time, or for a moment of time. It's not just like a few days of this has been going on, okay? The 9 of Swords is it's a card of being trapped in your own mind, but it is a card of depression and anxiety, sleepless nights, worrying, sadness. It's really a card of grief and grieving all together in life. It's not even just grieving someone, and it's grieving all of the things in your life that could have been, okay? And with that 5 of Swords as well, it is a card of attacking yourself, in a sense, being your own worst enemy. And I hate to say it, but it also feels like you guys feel you are being under attack, or you are often under attack. Like, why is the world out to get me? Or maybe even, you feel like the universe isn't necessarily on your side. So why would the universe be on your side when it comes to love? Pile 3, okay? Now this is, like I said, it is heavy. We're going to get into the rest of the cards, but ultimately, yes, you can feel like the world may not have treated you fairly or kindly, but when you take that internally and project, take what they have projected onto you, their dissatisfaction, their unhappiness, and you internalize it and you accept it as truth, you start to believe those things, and then you start beating your own self up for those things, okay? I feel like the world was beating you up for certain things, and I feel like you're doing the same thing to yourself, pile 3, okay? So past partners may have talked down on you or treated you less than or not so kindly, and ultimately you are doing some of the same things, or find yourself repeating some of the things that this person or these people said to you, repeating them to yourself, pile 3. And this is a habit that you ultimately need to break, because as of right now, you are believing them to be true, and the universe is believing them to be true. So therefore, they can't give you anything else. They can't shift anything for you. We can't give you a different outcome right now if you're not accepting anything other than that truth. Okay, pile 3. Not invalidating anything that you have been through. But, like I said, The outside world is cruel. I said that's in pile 2. The outside world is cruel, but that does not mean you have to internalize it. If anything, you guys need to be doing some heavy emotional, spiritual, and physical cleansing and protection, okay? Intrusive thoughts are going to be detrimental for you guys right now. Catching yourself in the middle of those intrusive thoughts and canceling them out with something positive. Okay, if you have negative intrusive thoughts, you need to immediately cancel them out with something positive. Another 5 in reverse, the 5 of Cups, and with it, the 7 of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we have the Chariot. Before you can move forward with this Chariot, literally movement, a card of moving forward, change. Things that you're telling yourself is a lie. Straight up. The people in your past lied to you. They deceived you. They betrayed you. They were sneaky. And they knew what they were doing was pulling one over on you. And they knew by stating certain things to you or doing certain things to you, they knew the outcome that would come of it, or they knew the result that they would get. That is why they did it, because they knew how to manipulate you, pile 3, okay? By you internalizing those manipulations, you are ultimately, again, manipulating yourself, deceiving yourself, lying to yourself, tricking yourself. In a sense, your subconscious thoughts are a trickster. That's a trickster energy, okay? Tricking yourself out of your natural energy, who you naturally are, who you really are. You are seeing yourself in a different light. Therefore, having to shift that, switch that, do a complete 180 back to who you are. Of course, it's easier said than done, but they're giving you the steps to get you back out there, pile 3, okay? Stop lying to yourself. You have to get back in your energy. You have to stop telling yourself these lies. Intrusive thoughts are all over this. All over this. This is all mental and emotional. All mental and emotional. Okay? Cancel out those intrusive thoughts immediately with something positive. You need to be taking your salt baths. You need to be cleansing your home. You need to be cleansing your things around you. Okay? Even where you're sleeping at night, you need to make sure that your sheets, your pillowcases, your blankets, and everything are cleansed and pristine. And I'm not talking just for physical cleansing. I'm talking energetically. That's why. Okay? You need to stay up on that, because any lingering residual energy will keep clinging to you, and it will be harder to shake it. So you need to do one big purge, maybe a couple big purges, but you need to start with one, and you need to cleanse it all. You need to cleanse yourself and everything around you included, okay? Pile 3, you need to get this energy off of you. And again, those intrusive thoughts are going to keep coming in. That is going to take time to correct. But now that you know and you're aware, you need to immediately keep canceling them out. So if you say, I can't do something, you immediately stop at I can't. And you say, I can. Simple as that. Give it a few weeks, you'll be in the swing of it. It won't even be second thought anymore. You'll just immediately do it, okay? But that is something you immediately need to start doing. I've talked about this in a previous reading as well. I think 2 by now. But ultimately, you guys are internalizing the things that people have done and said to you in the past relationships, past connections, okay? We had a card jump out on the floor, and it is the card of sexual union. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. I see what this deception is. You guys are used to dealing with F-boys or girls, and you feel like this part of the passionate part of the connection is what happens or continuously ends up being the most valuable part of your connections, okay? There is no emotional stability there. There is no emotional care there. There is no support there. What you're seeing, and when you're getting any response back from the people you're previously dealing with in love, it was on that level, and that is where you got the biggest and best response, and everything else was just a downhill slope from there, okay? Moving forward, you guys may be reluctant to even think about anything remotely close to that, and I don't blame you. Spirit is cautioning you and letting you know, okay, moving forward, since that was something in the past that was going on, that is something moving forward that shouldn't be the last, it should be the last thing in your mind. No, we're not saying that, but it shouldn't be one of the first ones. You want to make sure that there is that support and that emotional connection and that chemistry there before that comes into play. Not that we don't already know this, but because that is a fear or something that you guys dealt with in the past, of people manipulating you in every other way but in the bedroom. Let's be real, okay? They manipulated you in every other way besides in that aspect. That's something that happened previously. We're going to go ahead and prevent that from happening again. Okay? So we're going to make sure it's all there. We're going to make sure it's all there before I take it there. Okay? And anyone who's not willing to wait, pile 3, well, there's your sign to go right there. Okay? Let's get you some more. Forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. Forgiving yourself for going through those things and realizing that it's not your fault. But you should forgive yourself for ever believing any of the crap that people sold you and told you. That's what you need to forgive yourself for, not for what happened to you. Just forgive yourself for ever believing that crap in the first place, okay? Forgiving yourself, stop focusing your energy on the past, moving forward, because life is too precious to waste. I talked about it in pile 1, pile 2, and now I'm talking about it in pile 3. This has come up in all. We are all realizing that, though we may have trauma and we may be a little jaded, and there may be some things that we feel we could focus on before we focus on love, okay? We have bigger priorities. Ultimately, we know life is too short, and if I could find somebody who's genuine and true and good for me and I could love them as long as possible today, I would do it rather than wait 5 years from now. You know what I mean? So if there are things that I can do today to ensure that whoever my person is, I can ensure I get to love them as long as possible, then I will do so, because life is too precious to waste. Okay? So therefore, I have to do these extra steps, not only for myself, but to ensure that I am giving myself that best future and that best opportunity at that love. You get what I'm saying? If I let too much stuff slide, let's say, too much ish slide, you're putting yourself in another predicament. Okay? Says it is important right now to step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, right now is time to give to yourself. We've been talking about that. Pile 2 is also a pile of self-love. So if you guys do feel called to check out pile 2, go ahead. There is a difference though. But right now, before you are able to move forward with this Chariot, they are telling you your goal right now and your task at hand should be healing yourself, pulling yourself out of that energy, canceling out all the negative things, and you're creating a new norm for yourself, okay? A new reality. This is what I'm doing. So what do I want that reality to look like? And as soon as you present that reality to the universe, that's when they will take off with it. That Chariot is not a slow moving card. It's not the 8 of Wands, but it's not slow either, okay? The very second you are able to forgive yourself, move past the hurt, the pain, know it wasn't you, stop internalizing it, stop internalizing all the things people have done to you, okay? And realizing that this is not for me, this is not what I want, and this being trapped in my head, trapped in a continuous loop of feeling attacked and being under attack by outsiders and myself, this is not for me. This is not what happiness looks like, okay? Life is too precious to waste. So for myself, first and foremost, I will get on this sooner than later. Because like I said, the faster you are able to decide what you want to receive from the universe, that's when they will give it to you, okay? And talking about what they're going to give to you, bottom of the deck, soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this, and they will manifest physically. That's what they're trying to get you ready for. They want you in the right energy set to receive this person. And honestly, pile 3, you either have a person of interest or spirit has a person of interest for you. Okay? They know who this is, or you know who this is. But there's a specific person for majority of you. Or for the rest of you, there's a specific type of person, a specific type of partner that you have in store for you that makes sense for you and that spirit has personally selected for you, okay? And they're saying you deserve this, but we want to make sure that it's not corrupted that you're in the right energy space to accept it. Pile 3, okay? Let's get you some more. I know it was heavy, but they did that because they needed you to see exactly what was going on and why you feel that your love life has been a little slow. And this is how we're going to speed it up. Okay, we're just going to have to face some nasty stuff. We're going to have to face these things. But ultimately, it's so worth it. It is so worth it for you guys, pile 3. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Somebody's going to be coming on to you. This is a specific person. You guys, okay, so some of you guys have a specific person in mind who you are attracted to or is attracted to you, and you are aware of this person. Other than that, for the rest of you, there's someone coming in to make the romantic gesture. You guys will not be making the first move, okay? So they can't bring that person into you until you're ready. This could be the one. You have already met the romantic partner you seek. You know this person, pile 3. 2 cards flipped out together. We have wedding. The situation involves wedding, and then we have separation in reverse. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Oops, sorry. Okay. I'm going to call it how I see it for a very small few of you. And this is no judge, no shade, no none of that. It is what it is. But for a few of you, you guys may have been dealing with someone who was married in the past, or was separated and was supposed to get divorced, and ultimately they went back to their wife, or they did not separate and they just didn't do the actual pay. It's just they're legally married, still not together, but it was never followed through with, okay? There was never an actual legal or physical separation, and that is where that hurt comes in, okay? That broken home almost, with that 10 of Pentacles. Feeling like everything was crushed and taken from a few of you. Maybe 1 or 2 of you literally, but ultimately there was a situation in where a majority of you guys thought that this person was your person, long-term person, someone that you would be building with long-term. And then there was a switch of flip the switch, and out of nowhere, here today, gone tomorrow. Everything you knew to be true was gone. And it literally could have been overnight. Okay? That is why there is saying, like, we understand your pain. Your pain is very much so valid. That is a very hard thing to make it through. But they're saying that's not your future. That is not normal. That is not something that you need to get used to, pile 3, okay? So, though you were disappointed previously, regardless of how this applies to you, you don't have to continuously be disappointed. And if some of you do want to be married and get married, that there's still time for that. But you have to give yourself the opportunity to even give yourself time for that. Okay? Bottom of the deck, pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Do not revert back to the same characteristics and traits of the people you previously dated. That was an intuitive message. That's why I just came out flying like that. Do not revert back to the very second you see the same person, different face, run, okay? Because all those people who kicked you while you were down in the past, all those previous people or that previous person, doesn't matter. Or for some of you, the person you thought that you were going to spend your life with, here today, gone tomorrow. The people who was with someone who was supposed to separate, never separated, doesn't matter. Any of those people, anyone that did you like that, you get what I'm saying? The very second you see that person with just a different name and a different face, do not entertain it. There may have been some positive qualities about that person that you enjoyed, but the very second you see the negative, no, it cancels out those positives, because we're canceling out cycles. We're not repeating them, pile 3, okay? They don't want you repeating any more cycles. We're done with this. This is not right for anyone, but this is absolutely, most definitely not meant for you guys. This was, like I said, this was heavy, extremely heavy when I pulled the tarot. I felt heavy, okay? That energy is not meant for you at all. And that is not what Spirit wants for you. So we're not copying that anymore. Spiritual love, talking about what Spirit has for you. Spirit wants the best for you. They love you. They want the best for you. Your spirit guides, your angels, your ancestors are stepping in and saying, we're not going to keep allowing this for you, pile 3. You had to learn your lessons, of course. Some things they have to let you go through so you can learn the lessons. They can't step in on everything. But if we got to step in, we're going to step in. You know what I mean? They're not allowing you to accept anything less anymore, and we love you. So we want you to do better and be better and feel better. We want you to feel better, okay? Things will not always be this way. A change is coming. Oh, they're being very supportive of you guys. They're being very supportive of you guys. We had scales, keep your life in balance. Now, this is a side message. I was going to put it back when they jumped out. For a handful of you, there may be someone you know, born in December, that is an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. So whoever this arrogant, egotistical jerk is, pile 3, ignore them, block them, do not, again, don't repeat. We're not repeating. If this makes sense for you, or even if it's not someone born in December, they can just carry a very cold demeanor, cold energy. We're not going back to that. That might help identify this person for a few of you, okay? That's why I wanted to show, but we're going to put it back and keep shuffling. Oh my goodness, that's too many, guys. Too many. We'll take the barrel. You feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. Yeah, you guys are lacking support. That's where you feel lost right now. You don't feel supported. You don't feel loved right now. You don't feel seen. Excitement. You guys need to pull yourself out of this rut. And I hate to say it, this is so funny. I had this conversation with my neighbor earlier about smash rooms. I don't know if you guys have those where you're at. We're just getting cool stuff like that, and like immersive museums and cool things like that. But they have like these smash rooms where you can literally pay to go break some stuff. Sorry, that was like, it shouldn't be that funny, but that's kind of cool. Sometimes people need to get that stuff out. That's what this made me think of. Firecracker, excitement. Maybe you guys just got to get it out. This 10 of Wands can be a heavy energy. Maybe you guys just got to scream about it. Like, I'm laughing and I'm so serious at the same time. You guys may have some pent up energy that needs to be expelled. It needs to get out, okay? You guys can do that by exercising and running as well. That is another way to, I hate to say it, but tire yourself out. Exercising and running is a huge one to like get it out, okay? So try to get some of that energy out so that way you're not holding on to it, and that way it can move, again, move through you and not stay within you. We have older man, dealings or relationship with an older man. Take it how it applies. Ant, work, achievement, success, keep your life in balance. Okay, so I know we're human. I know we all go through our ups and our downs and life happens, but you can't let yourself get so far down and so deep in a ditch that you can't pull yourself out of it, and then you can't pull yourself out of your life problems either. Don't let yourself get so down, don't let yourself get so down and so distracted in all of this right here, your love life aspect, that it starts to affect your money and work aspect of life, keeping your life in balance, okay? Feeling like something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. Well, if you have money and goals, but you're lacking love, so you're focusing only on love, then now you're lacking money and goals. You get what I'm saying? So there needs to be a very fine balance, and you're walking a fine line with that chain of events that will affect your life. Exactly. This is do or die time for you guys. You guys can either take this time and make something shake and do something with it, prosperous, and do something well and really bounce back. This is a time of either bouncing back or not at all and actually getting worse. And this is in life altogether. I did not plan on this reading to go this way. I literally said, oh, I'm going to jump into a love reading today. Wrong. Every deck got a personal message. All different, but still. Okay? They are letting you know this is either you do or you don't. And I'm not saying this in a negative way, but this is a crucial time because the next couple steps will determine where you are headed on your path. So, am I healing or am I staying and dwelling? Am I moving forward or am I stagnant and staying? You get what I'm saying? You guys need to catch yourself in these loops and stop the cycle. Because right now, more times than not, you guys may have been on the same cycle for, like, say it's been 6 months and you've been on the same cycle. Well, nothing happened within those 6 months, but what do you know? Just our luck today. Today is the day that I continue to do the same thing I've been doing for the last 6 months, but it affects me today. And then it keeps affecting me moving forward. They're letting you know that day is, like, coming very, very soon. I'm not laughing, but, like, it's coming very, very soon. So you literally need to decide, okay, is this really where I want to be and how I want to feel and what I want to keep accepting? Or do I want to get up? Do I want to work on myself, work on my energy, work on my emotional stability and my spiritual love, connecting to spirit, my ancestors, my guides, listening to the messages that they have for me, being open and receptive to change, getting out some pent up energy. You get what I'm saying? Opening myself up and being really fully prepared. Am I going to take that or am I not? Because there's a huge difference between doing this stuff 6 months ago than doing it today. It's going to matter today, guys. Okay. So do it for you. We have man on the bottom. We had older man, and now we have man. Dealing a relationship with a man. You guys have a masculine energy, man or a woman, masculine energy that is waiting to come through. There's a barrier up. There's a barrier up. The barrier is the past trauma that you need to be clearing, okay? That soulmate will be a little bit older than some of you, majority of you. Some of you will be a guy. Okay, so it's either older or younger, nobody the same age. Random, but that is the message I'm getting. And they are literally waiting to break through your barrier. But you haven't said, okay, I'm thinking about letting that barrier down yet. Okay? So I know this was a lot to take in, but I do hope it resonated. If you guys have any video suggestions that you guys would like to drop in the comment section, please do. I read all of my comments and I do respond, so I promise I will see it. Guys, take care of yourselves, okay? I will be back soon with another video, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.